I This could be day 22, but something told me 21 days. I wrote out 21 days. And these last 21 days consisted of me doing away with a lot of things. I think it's now time for me to start something new. That was my 21 days of commitment. It felt good because within those 21 days, of course, like I reestablished my intimacy with God. But I learned a lot of things, not only about myself, that I'm slick proud of. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Now I think I'm on to my next phase. And maybe the commitment was more like a challenge, but this is a challenge for me. Because, I mean, I feel like I can do it, but all right, within my 21 days, I ended up, let me prop this up right, man. Upright. So within my 21 days, it was like a vow for me to honor my temple. Within that, it consisted of me having to I guess accomplish a lot more within that. It required me, in order for me to honor my temple, I had to start doing away with a lot of vices, man. Before my journey, though, I was a real heavy. I smoked weed, cigarettes. I did. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, I fornicated. Like I had that problem with lust. These things, I'm thankful that I have taken hold of, but along with that, man, like I gained so much more stability over my life, mentally, spiritually, physically, and within that, I accomplished my 7 days of strength to strength. That just randomly came about within my process of a commitment. You know what I mean? So, man, there's a lot of things that God has revealed to me, but I think I'm on my next phase. Man, 72 hours, 3 days. I decided to actually go through a total detox. Now, within my 21 days, I know I ain't been doing all that smoking and all, but I have been eating. Like, I went to the doctor or whatever, and when I got on the scale, I was like 100, I think maybe like 55 pounds. Cause I was fasting and I came off the fast. Well, like not even 4 days after I went back up on a follow-up and got on that scale, and I was like 162 pounds. I'm like, dang, in 4 days, picked up some weight. I figured like, yeah, that happens when people stop smoking and doing drugs, but you know how that go too, though. You know what I mean? So, man, it was a lot easier to fast. I was fasting or going on like I wouldn't say fast, but I was dieting. And I could stop fighting, like I stopped eating because I was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I feel good now. You know what I mean? None of those things are a problem. Man, I could get on, like, all right, so I used to have lot going on. But man, there be some girls who are very enticing. Yeah, they go try to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned, like at the moment of me acknowledging that um, a woman is being seductive, the moment of me acknowledging that I'm attracted to a woman, like everything in me contracts. It does, like beyond my own conscious state. I ain't with it. Like I ain't having it. Like if you play with me, if you play with me, if you try in any type of way to sway me, to alter me in my sobriety, uh, like I up into like like I'm like I don't know. It's a whole nother demeanor. Like oh, bro, it's a whole nother attitude. It's a whole nother like response within me mentally though. I can catch myself getting a little upset though. Like some women that know that they're in exchange with me would do certain things, and I'd be like, really, like, but in my point of, like, I ain't gonna say astonishment, but like, you really have the nerve though, knowing you know how I'm carrying myself. Why would you not support me thereof? You know what I'm saying? Why would you? But then yet, I mean, there's many reasons of why I can wrap my mind around why a woman would. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, man. I ain't tripping that. Some women don't even know they do it because it's just in the nature of how they've been raised. You know what I mean? But just beyond all that, I'm at a state now where I'm acknowledging all these things. And at my point of acknowledgement, man, there's a different type of a vision that's over me. Even in my dreams. Bro, oh yeah. I had a dream last night. God was letting me know. I mean, I remember when I was doing martial arts, I learned when I became spiritual that martial arts was a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than a lot of people who weaponize the art and the culture. It's way deeper than what they realize. You know, when you become a teacher or an instructor, there's things that are required of you to know. There's a certain aspect of knowledge that you are required to have when you start sharing this information. And man, I've learned so much over the years. But now, when I became more spiritual, my perspective transformed, and my observation and my conception to things are different now. Now, in my perspective, I have learned that martial arts, it is a culture, yeah, but there's an entity that established combat or hand-on-hand combat. There's an entity that has established different forms or different arts. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand the martial aspect of it, and you understand, you know, the artistry of it, but then it brings you to a different state where it's a different realm spiritually. And some people don't understand that if you give the information, you share this information, when a mind to a feeble-minded person, one who is not fully developed mentally, who's not mentally stable, you can give birth to a demon. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned that the arts can be very vicious and demonic, depending on the host. So when you transfer that spirit into another person, you have to really have that actual knowledge and understanding before you just start sharing all type of information. You know what I'm saying? And this actually relates to a lot of aspects of just sharing information, not just martial arts, just life general. You know what I mean? And I'm at this point where I've learned that You have to understand and learn how to not even just tame that demon, but it's not even a demon. It's not that. It's not something that I'm even in agreement with having within my members. But I do understand my ability to summon such an entity, though, when necessary. You know what I'm saying? And man, I've grasped a lot that I'm so thankful for. But my mind right now is trying to. I'm very selective on the words that I'm choosing in order to bring you to, or bridge you into the realm. Sometimes that I occupy. You know what I mean? There's something about my ability to comprehend and acknowledge and be conscious of the celestial realm of things that is not in operation to the fundamental basis or the laws of physics. So the language is different. So I'm having to be selective with my words right now in order to bring you to, or bridge you to the realm I occupy at times. And there's something about martial arts that has given me a better framework to express this for a person who's trying to digest this information. This is something that I feel like is very important when you get to a point to where you're actually sharing information. My ability to examine not only myself, but all things can be very technical, but in a sense it's very necessary in order for me to be able to articulate myself rightly, or in order for me to be able to intercede rightly, intercede for the celestial aspect of things. Because if I'm not technical, I can give some information to an entity or a person that is not mentally fit to digest the information in a general sense. So I have to break it down in baby food in order for a person to understand. So let's just bring it to the point of what I was talking about. My 21 days of commitment, right? And how things kind of just sprouted within me having that 21 days of commitment. Well, now I'm at this point where something brought me to a fast, okay? And then I had a dream last night where I've acknowledged an aspect within myself, being technical, that of course God was revealing to me, yeah. But I think it was brought to me not just in a point of conviction, because I believe it's like in my point of, well, I've accelerated to a point to where I can recuperate a little different from others. Whenever impact hits me, it may take a person a little time. They may have to digress. They may have to yield to a point to recuperate. You know what I'm saying? Me, it's different. It's like, oh yeah, you on that, or oh yeah, that's what's going on, or this is the result of, or this is some of the situation right now, or I'm at, or this is the, pretty much, it's like, is this all that is provided unto me in this aspect? Okay, I'm already on what's next. Although I may entertain to a degree, it's not out of compassion, it's not out of curiosity. it's just a fundamental basis of loyalty that I have with God that allows me to still continue in my receptivity. So there's an aspect about life that I still have to indulge in, although I may be totally detached. So yeah, going to the dream. I'm in my dream and I realized that I left out to do something, and when I came back, someone had tampered with my things. I think stole from me and tampered with my things, altered my things, right? Oh, I think something like that. And I found myself furious, bro, like furious, to the point to where it was like I responded very destructively. In the dream, God didn't allow me to execute the way I wanted to out of rage. God didn't allow me to do or perform what my actual intentions. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. Fast forward into the day, the dream. I recall the dream while I was washing my hands at the sink. But it was just something like, okay, what am I going to have for my revelation today? Something was like 21 days is up. There's really no such. I mean, every day is a revelation. So I mean, it can be day 22 of my commitment, yeah, but I'm on a different plane right now. I'm bridging just like I had to bridge to my strength to strength, all right? But I realized that in that moment of me acknowledging everything, it's like I'm so technical. Every detail of my attitude, how I responded to the results of, my responses. All that was in a 3-second period of me getting to the sum of what was needed to be acknowledged in that moment. I'm gonna say it like that. And I extracted an absolute gesture from God where it wasn't in a point of just, it was like conviction was there in the moment of acknowledging where I was wrong at, because I was already appraising the situation or examining the situation with the intent of being accountable. You know what I'm saying? The accountability was all within the point of awareness or being brought to consciousness of what I was maybe in error about. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I get to this point where I realized that God wanted me to express that point of revision. My state of acceleration, how I accelerated in my revision. So it's like information impacts me different. I process and register and process information at a more accelerated rate in a circumstance to where I have acknowledged, I may be at a point of acknowledgement. I might get to an understanding, and the wisdom is already applied in the next moment. Like, where I'm already operating in action, knowing, okay, this is not, I will already nullify certain things. And now the attitude, my esteem, my response to life is different. So now I'm approaching the situation differently. But I culminate even things in the past into now. So it's like, I'm acknowledging, okay, God, you don't want me to respond later on to some things that happened in the past in this way, because of, I know how destructive I can be. I know how I can come down on some things. I know this. God has given me that willpower, right? And even in this moment, I am being equipped with another aspect of strength right now. That's wild. And I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Just by speaking on it. And I was like, all right, so, and it's weird because it's not weird, but it's just that I have acknowledged that God doesn't want me to mishandle something as fragile as an egg. You know what I'm saying? So even though a person had stole from me, altered my things, it's like all within that moment, I had already been orientated. I had already been briefed on my mission, like on not even just for the day, but even for seasons to come. Well, I might come into an encounter or a situation, a circumstance, or a certain situation that has come to a result from the past that I may end up responding in a way that, and I might be human and I might get really upset to where I might end up wanting to put some more scars on these knuckles. But the strength, man, that God has given me, the ability that I have in being able to keep myself to myself is beautiful, because now I'm so fervent in my response. I'm so gentle. I'm so loving. I'm so embracing. Like, it's to the point to where it's like, okay, I don't even get upset with my bunkmate for doing agitating things no more the way he do it. It's like, I don't even, and I'm constantly being tested, and that's all within refinement. But I'm okay with these things because now I'm not a fiend for things. I don't exploit myself. I don't utilize or give off justice in a waging sense to where it's like I'm doing this to get this. Like, I'm not operating in prostitution anymore. I'm not prostituting myself anymore. It's not because I'm just being good and I'm doing the right thing because I want to go to heaven and I want to get all these good things in heaven. No, it ain't even about all that getting stuff, receiving. This is all about me being like, thank you, God. I told you the gratitude has become a sensory, like a whole nother sense. It's to the point to where it's like, I have never been so thankful in my life, man. I ain't never been this thankful in my life. I have never even knew that I could reach a state of gratitude to this degree. It's so intense to where it's like every vibrating pulse that runs through my veins to the hair follicles raising in my skin is in like I feel it. to the chords in another person's voice outside of the day room. Like, that's true empathy. You know what I'm saying? To where it's not even just that you want a service, but it's like you have become an intercessor, like in a whole different degree for all things. To where now it's like I understand, not just understanding the devil, but I understand the adversary. Everything that opposes. Before I get to pouring out so much, I got to just bring this to a halt, man. Just to let it be known that even in that dream, it was just not only servicing as a mirror to who I am, but it also serviced me in a whole totally different light. People get dreams for messages from God. But I have perceived my dream state in a totally different conception. It's in a totally different aspect. Where now it's not just a dream. What's good, bro?
So I was respecting what you had going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Up out of the blue, hey, cuz, you want to do something? I came in earlier and you got to say, hey, cuz, you want this blue lady? Like, yeah. Well, you ain't say, cuz, boy, what you doing tonight?
Because I did say I was on fast.
Thank you.
That's my intention. Today, didn't end up being the fastest. I ended up ordering what got stolen, that ice cream came. I didn't want it to be a waste of money, man.
So you did waste money because you bought you a slow bag and didn't need it.
No, I most definitely, I needed it.
They took our store and gave it back to us. What the hell?
Hey, listen though, that's the thing, bro. Things are, happen for a reason. So that intention and you walking in and speaking on that, most definitely it was the intention. But yeah, I mean, I decided I was gonna fast, but I'm gonna aim my fast and document it just for a way of encouragement. Now all this stuff I'm doing is on my page is for my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Look back on it.
Fast.
But you ain't letting them see it now.
Cause I'm writing it. I'm writing a book.
So they gonna have a story.
They got a whole storyline from Pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They could always look at it.
Exactly.
Like,
Facts.
even after you're dead and gone, they could always. Oh, boy, my dad, put that one down. This one dad was on.
Thanks.
We're gonna keep this alive. That might work. Right.
Oh, definitely, man.
I was over there fucking with Rob today. Rob, he seemed like the good fella. He said he remembered me. I'm like,
What are you talking about, Rob?
Rob. He from the Pope.
The old school?
30 years.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, huh?
He from the Pope. Shit,
Man, you was, how do you remember you at 6 years old,
I
brother?
don't know. That's what
You 36.
He
He been gone 30 years.
That nigga said I look familiar.
You probably know your daddy, brother.
The area he from, I was literally born on Wahlberg and Price.
See, that's what happened when a nigga been locked up too long.
He right there in that.
I ain't gonna cap, boy. You look familiar, boy.
I look just like my
For real, I've been gone about 11, 12 years. You do look familiar. Like, for real, boy. We done had to been at the park, dog, boy. Summer camp together, something, boy.
Yeah.
Hey. It is. We gonna catch up, bro. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this, right? But I said something to somebody live today that really touched, and I was like, maybe I should use that, put that on a t-shirt or something. But it was something small, little light, it don't like, but the big now. I'm gonna title that guy The Big Now. And that's what we gonna name that fast. The Big Now fast, I believe. Man, I don't even know when I wanna start it. You know me, man, I don't know when I start, so I just abruptly just be like, oh, I'm gonna do something. I don't even be knowing when I'm gonna do it, I just do it. Sometimes, like, it just happened when it's just time to happen. Like, I might intend on wanting to do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow come, and I ain't did it yet. And then next thing you know, it just pop up being this weekend. Or it might pop up just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might just be without eating when I realize, like, hey, what time is it? I ain't ate yet. And I just might ride on out. That's how it be, man. Dang, I ain't smoke all day. I might well quit. You know what I'm saying? It just happened like that, man. So, who knows, man? These are my intentions. But you don't know the time. It just comes like a thief in the night. You don't know the time, man. Man, that's cool, man. Well, you won't let me hit that enough, what?
The seafood in this, I can't even eat it.
Oh, word.
I can't even eat that boy.
Well, look at this, man. I'm so hungry. Man, I'm so hungry. I want, man. Man, I'm so hungry. Man. This right here gonna teach me a big lesson. Bro, I gotta pay you for it, bro. You can't eat seafood. See, I was about to eat me a tuna salad too, man. Something quick. I was hungry. I ain't ate.
That seafood in that, I can't even touch that boy.
You brought him down there. You sat there and told him. I seen the tunas and I was like.
I ain't told him. I don't think I did say something. But I did tell him the last time he cooked, I couldn't do nothing with no fish. He said, I ain't got no fish. We want to roast meat.
Hey, boy, listen, man.
Just did that.
He just did that, boy. My guy came, gave me the bowl, boy. You got that? You still got a chili?
Do I still got it?
Yeah, you still got a chili?
Do I still got it? I'm using that the weekend.
Oh, that a word?
Yeah.
What you trying to put together right now? That hurt your feelings, ain't it?
That broke my heart.
I know it did, cause you are allergic to fish.
I can't eat no seafood. I'm about to clean.
What happened? What happened with the what happened with you?
I just swelled up.
You swell up, bro? So saline is really bad for you. So you go to the hospital, you can't take an IV.
I'm saying it ain't. I don't think it's saline.
You saw it ain't it's saline.
They don't put no IV. I don't think I actually.
You ever went to the hospital? Yeah, you went to the hospital before?
Yeah, I done been to the.
They ever hooked you up to an IV? You ever been hooked up to an IV before?
I have, but I don't think there was no iodine or nothing like that. Nothing like that. They ask you what you're allergic to, and everybody, that shit, y'all always say that. I think that shit in my ask you.
Yeah, before they give you an IV, though, they gotta ask you, are you allergic to fish? And you told them.
Are you allergic to anything?
And if they say fish or seafood, yeah, they not giving you saline.
Yeah, they don't put, I don't think I ever had that problem. They ain't never did no shit like that to me. I know they ain't never did that to me.
Dang, boy, I ain't gonna lie. What I got right, they look like it. Boy, listen, boy, thank you, Lord.
It's hard too right now.
Making a meal for me, man. I appreciate God for this one. Fat boy. something that is necessary because you are her transcending intentions. Her intentions must live on, just like your ancestors. Everybody that integrated to make you. You are the intent. All right, that intent has to go further. You see what I'm saying? It lives on. So that's their identity. Their identity is only in that intent. It's gonna always be that. Even if they were here or they're not, it's still intent is the thing. That's what make up you. That's why you have your own individuality of being. You see what I'm saying? Because you are a specific intent in this cosmos or in life. You feel me? In the universe. So that specific intent has an identity. It has its own code, right? That will it will not only accelerate, but it what you call it? It's incandescent. It's like it adds on, which evolves in a sense. You see what I'm saying? That intent becomes greater. You see what I'm saying? But it integrates with other intentions too to enhance it. You see what I'm saying? But that specific intent still is alive. So as you're walking the earth, she might come, or you might not visualize her, but you might just have certain feelings that remind you of her. You see what I'm saying? And you be like, dang, boy, I remember, boy, smelling this smell. That smell remind me of mom. You feel me? And those intentions has to be, it has to arise in a certain time and designation in space, time and space. You see what I'm saying? So, like, you are the host that has to carry it on. You see what I'm saying? Certain aspects about that intent has to occupy a certain aspect in reality. You see what I'm saying? And you know, that's just something that you might want to remember, bro. Like, you know, you did have a dream about, you know, your loved one. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm just saying that to tell you, like, you carry on her intent. So sometimes, you know, be a little bit more attentive and aware of, you know, how she made you feel. Because that feeling may spark a new way of thinking or an idea. Or you might have this feeling you feeling, and it may lead you to meeting somebody or having an encounter with some situation or circumstance. See what I'm saying? And that might lead you to a path of a certain success that you may have to accomplish or obtain for her. You see what I'm saying? Just I made sense of that for you. You know what I'm saying?